Hey everybody. So this is I'd say it's the first video, but it's actually, if you go back and look on my channel, I've gone through this a couple times, but today is a whole different day. It's 6 a.m. It's the 3rd of October, 2025, and it's Sean. So, well, let me tell you what's been going on for the last year. About a year and a half ago, when I tore my ACL and everything, went through rehab. You guys know that. Put some stuff up about it. Then I got attacked by a pit bull the day after I got done doing rehab. Me and Daisy, my dog Daisy, in case you don't know much about me. And then when Hurricane Milton came through middle Florida here, or I'm over near Tampa, I have a condition called char foot. I'll put some pictures in here. But it's basically your foot, the way I understand it, and I have a film degree, not a medical degree, but bottom line is, being diabetic, your bones in your foot get weak. The skeletal structure collapses a little bit, changes, and then reforms, kind of like, the best way I could tell you is how the doc told me, is like having a candy bar. Have a Hershey bar, sit it in the sun, it warps a little bit and stuff, then it comes back in. It's still a candy bar, but it looks different. And so for the last year, since October of 24, we've been dealing with this wound that went right up into the char foot. Anyway, we went through all that. We thought we had everything fixed. Went through little foot surgery. I think I put a video about it back in July. And everything seemed to be, hey, it's fixed. We're good to go. And about 3 days after I left, literally my foot basically broke in half and all the bone system in my right foot collapsed. It's the most painful thing I've ever gone through, including kidney stones. It's like 1,000 kidney stones in your foot. Like, all the bones in there, feels like there's a whole bunch of bones that are just sharp little twigs shooting through your foot, trying to get out from the inside of your foot. It is the most insane. So I've been dealing with that for about 2 weeks. I can't walk, and my foot has grown from a size 13 and a half to a 15, and I'll insert some photos when I can. Anyway, so I went to my doctor up at the VA center in Port Richey, and my original doctor, who I absolutely loved, he left the VA to go into private practice, which I knew he would, because he was like an awesome doctor. Probably he didn't. I love VA doctors, but this guy was like awesome as far as just being a regular MD, like family doctor. So I didn't think he was going to stay around much, because he had way too much to offer to families. I mean, he would call me on a Tuesday to see how my blood sugar was. Anyway, again, getting to today. So 2 days ago, Wednesday, I had an appointment in the morning. I go in, my foot, my leg are swollen, edema, I guess they call it. But my foot is just swollen. It's very warm. I've never seen it like this. I've really never seen anybody's like this. So Melissa drove me over. And the doctor that looked at me was like, dude, just go down to the James Haley Tampa VA Center, because they're the ones that have been taking care of your foot, and there's something really wrong. So I get down here, go in the ER. They run every test on me. They do a CAT scan. They do a vascular vein thing to make sure I don't have blockages or whatever they do in veins. They do, I think, a CT scan, an MRI, X-rays, you name it, they do it. And there was two things they had to do. One was make sure that I wasn't septic, which means all your whole body your whole body basically is infected by an infection. I wasn't, or at least so far they have found nothing like that. The doctors from the podiatry department, the ones that have been treating me, like one of them came down and looked at my foot and was like, holy crap, and they know me and they've never seen me in pain like this. I mean, I'm in pain right now. It's like so yesterday was a whole bunch of more things with doctors and everything. And I'm like, here's the deal. The problem with my foot is it is now broken in half skeletally, and it will never be the same. It will never be used. It's not going to be a useful foot. I can't walk on it. And I don't say like I can't walk on it. I mean, I can't walk on it. I can't stand on it. It feels like when you stand on it that every bone in my body that's broken is kind to come up through my skin. And I just I'll never be able to walk again. I have tried for the last 2 weeks and it just won't work. Right now, my foot is literally broken right at like where the ankle is. And you can even see where it doesn't even seem to be connected, the front skeletal part of my foot to the ankle part of my foot. So I'll never be able to use this foot. I won't be able to go on walks. I won't be able to drive cars. I won't be able to do anything. That being said, we sat down and had a pretty frank discussion about what if we amputate my foot. Number one, I'm in probably the best hospital in the world for amputations. It is a VA hospital in Tampa. They are world renowned for what they do. Secondly, so the first thing they said is, well, what we could do before amputation is we could put my leg in a boot and I could go home and for the next 2 to 3 months, never, ever, ever put any weight on it. It'll still probably stay a size 15. It will still be an unuseful limb. And the other thing, and this is a reflection on my body. It's not a reflection on doctors or technology or anybody else, but I would not have a quality of life. I'm 59 years old. I would never be able to take the dog to the park. I would never be able to go and play with April and Braden if I go to visit them or if go up to the farm and help help April up in Georgia around their farm. I would not be able to drive myself. I would basically just be somebody's problem for the rest of my life until I had a heart attack and died probably, or until I had started getting abscesses and I start getting infections and then they have to cut the foot off anyway. So I made a decision yesterday and I'm waiting to hear, and I'm pretty sure it's a positive one, is what if we below the knee just cut off the problem childs that I've had now since 2018. I've been dealing with charred foot and everything else. What if they amputate it and then they put a prosthetic leg? If I have that, I have no more pain after the initial pain, which will probably be the next 6 months, probably be the hardest 6 months of my life. But after that, it's permanently fixed to the point. I mean, yes, could I get an infection? Yes. Am I going to deal with some other things? Yeah, obviously. But I will be able to be mobile. I will be able to drive a car. I'll be able to walk a dog. I'll be able to go to the store. I'll be able to do what everybody else does. Now, I've been thinking about this for like the last 4 days because I really just wanted my leg cut off. I wanted to do it myself if nobody else would, honestly. So, I met with all the teams yesterday, especially the vascular team that would do it. And they said, well, you're an excellent candidate. Right now, I have no heart issues. I have no heart issues, no vascular issues. I just have a part of my body that has decided it's not going to fix anymore. It's not going to heal in the way that would be helpful to the rest of my body. And so they said, I have one more meeting today, and that is I'm supposed to meet with whoever's the heart people are, make sure my heart's strong enough. Right now, I talked to my sister, my mom, my brother, some friends, Melissa, April, everybody I know got their input. And at the end of the day, for me to have a quality of life, nobody wants to lose a limb. But if the choice is lose the limb, have a life, don't lose the limb, and sit in the chair the rest of your life till you just die, I'd rather just, I'd rather just lose the limb and then just work hard on having a life from there. So that is where I'm at. That is what's happening. Today, like I said, is the Friday the 3rd. I'm pretty sure, for Tuesday to do the amputation. And they told me there's going to be a lot of pain during for the amputation. Then I have to go into a rehab center here. They have to make sure that it doesn't, he said there's a good 90-95% chance there'll be no issues at all and it'll be smooth. They do them all day long here. And unfortunately with the Gulf Wars and the wars in Iraq and stuff, they've, according to the doctor, had a lot of practice he wished he never had. But this is the place, if you're going to get it done, to get it done. I'm 59. If you'd asked me last October when I was in here, if you lose your leg, your life will be much better, then I would have done it. And I'd be right now healed and walking around and going Christmas shopping. Luckily, I don't want to say luckily because it's not really luck, but I was approved for, I'm already a disabled vet, but I got approved while I was in here. My lawyer called and said I got approved for SSDI. So while I'm not a rich man in any way, at least I know my bills will be taken care of. Melissa has the dogs in the house here. She'll be taking care of those things. April has been using my truck for a year because I haven't been able to use it. So I told her, got it for another 6 months so she's got that. But yeah, my sister said if I needed financial help, which I hope to God I don't think I will, that she would be there for me. So at this point, this is my first video, and I'm going to take you as much as I can with me on this trip. This is, yes, my channel has 1,500 junkyards and barn finds, but my life's about to change in a big way. I'm about to have my leg cut off, and my foot cut off and part of my leg. And so life is about to change, and I just want to document it. So if this isn't what you signed up for, I know there's, whatever, there's 24,000 of you that signed up and have supported me. And just let you know, for the next probably foreseeable future, could be 6 months, could be 4 months, could be a year, this is going to be my journey. So anyway, now, and here's the part, well, I'll put that in one of the next videos, because I have to get serious about what if something goes wrong, but that's not going to be today. I'm looking forward to kind of life-changing, life-altering. But in the end, I think this is the right decision. And I need a life. All right, guys. Talk to you later.